Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of the Washington Commanders franchise here on Madden NFL 24, where the Washington Commanders will play at home to the Las Vegas Raiders. It has not been the season the Commanders have liked as they sit 2-8. They are playing host to a Raider squad that's 5-5, and we have a chance to play spoiler not only for the team of the Raiders, but for the man who's at quarterback for them today. That man right there in the middle, Sam Howell, is the starting quarterback for the Raiders. If you remember, he is the former Washington Commanders quarterback. He started a couple of games down the stretch 2 years ago, but last season was shipped to Las Vegas for a 6th and a 7th round pick. And with Jimmy Garoppolo currently on the injured list for the Raiders, Sam Howell has gotten the past couple of starts, so a little bit of a chance for revenge for him. We're trying to play spoiler to that, so if you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content, as it will be the Commanders who start off first with the football. And we're underway here, Week 12 in the NFL. This is Thanksgiving week, so a lot of games have already been played to this point. As Damon Cox will bring it out to the 20, and that's where we'll see Michael Penix Jr. take the field for the first time. Did not play that well last week. 1,200 yards, 6 touchdowns, 8 interceptions on the year. It's been a mixed bag for him. Still some time, though, to end the season on a good note. They'll start on the ground with Devin Singletary to begin, and Singletary's going to get some nice yardage, picks up 12. It's been a slow start for him this year, but he's picked up the pace a little bit and has got more of a workload with Gibson on the injured list. Here's a nice 8-yard catch to the rookie tight end, Noah Clancy. And on 2nd and 10, Washington goes play fake down the field, and this one's incomplete. Good coverage downfield, and Tyron Smith is hurt on the play. He's battled injuries all year long, but this one he'll still return to the game. 3rd and 2, a big-time catch. Noah Clancy over the middle, holds on through contact. It's something we've struggled with, so it's good to see the rookie do that. He moves the chains here for Washington, and on the bubble screen, Dotson's going to get away from the defense. Welcome back, Jahan Dotson, who's missed the past few games with an injury. He's back in the lineup this week. Next carry, 1st and 10. Singletary spins left side, picks up 4. Clancy would come off the field with an injury, but he would also be okay. Next play action, check down for Singletary. A nice first down here for Washington, and they're putting together a good, solid opening drive. They've made it to the red zone. Handoff Singletary, he only picks up 1 before being hit down by Ernest Jones. 2nd and 9 now. Handoff again, Singletary, and he's going to run into the defense again. Picks up 3, now 3rd and 6 for Washington. They'll go to the air. Michael steps up, scrambles with it, gets a block, and he's going to get a first down. Penix Jr. down to the 4-yard line. Now goal to go for Washington. They come in heavy. They give it to Singletary, and he's going to find the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A nice opening drive touchdown for the Commanders. Gives them a 7-0 lead. So now it's time for Sam Howell to take the field here in Landover for the first time in 2 years. Now on the opposite side. This is his 3rd start. His first 2 have been okay. He has yet to win a game. 227 yards, 3 touchdowns, most of that coming in the last game against the Chiefs that they lost. They'll start off with play fake on 1st and 10, and what a grab right side. Jacoby Myers elevates 23 big ones on the first play. Next play, handoff to Jacobs, and he's going to get stuffed. That's something we have to watch today. We have had the worst run defense in the NFL, and Josh Jacobs, he's the best back in the NFL. Short pass there, that's caught. That's a pickup of 7. And now Las Vegas faces a 3rd and 3. They go play fake. Howell has a man in his face, and he's incomplete left side. And Washington will force a punt. So nice defense there on the first drive. We'll start this drive at our own 34. And it'll be going backwards thanks to Max Crosby. Now 3rd and 8. Penix back to throw. Looks left side. Air mails it. Has Robinson down there. Single coverage, but it's knocked away by Epps. Took the shot. Didn't work that time. So we punt it right back to this Vegas offense. So it starts with a slant pattern. There's Davante Adams, who picks up 7. He had 5 catches and 54 yards in the loss last week to the Chiefs. 2nd and 3, handoff Jacobs, and he's going to get stuffed. There's the NFL Defensive Player of the Year, Jonathan Allen, who brings him down for a loss of 1. 3rd and 4, Vegas goes empty. It's a short pass for Davante Adams, and the X-Factor wide receiver will move the chains. Now to the 33, Washington brings 5. Howell rolls out of the pocket left side, and he just dumps this one to the sidelines. 2 tight ends here now, 2nd and 10. It's going to be a screen for Adams. Has one-on-one on Fuller, but Fuller wins it. Nice tackle there by Kendall Fuller. Minimal gain. Now brings it 3rd and 8. Vegas goes play fake again. Howell to his right. Looks left in the air. Mails Adams incomplete. Another punt for the Raiders will bring us to the end of the first quarter, where the Washington Commanders lead this one 7-0. They begin this quarter, 3rd and 9 of their own 29. Phoenix in the pocket, looks right side and is dropped. Robinson had a first down, but the drops continue to kill us. That's incomplete, another punt. So bring it back to the Raiders offense, 1st and 10. Again, Howell is just running for his life. Commanders doing a good job bringing pressure, and Howell doesn't seem adapt to deal with it. 2nd and 10, a very quick pass that's caught by Allen Lazard for a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 7, they go draw play to Jacobs, and he's got space. It almost works, but it doesn't. And our defense has played really well today. That's something we have not said at all this year. So back to our offense, which has also gotten off to a slow start despite the opening drive touchdown. They're across midfield now at 2nd and 6. Phoenix goes play fake, keeps his eyes downfield, man in his face, but what a grab on the sideline by Dotson. Tiptoes in bounds. A big pickup now to the 27. As the next play, Phoenix feels some pressure, stops though, stands and finds Dotson again. Dotson with a very good impact in his return to the lineup today. He's already got 4 catches for 59 yards. 2nd and 1, they trust Singletary, but it doesn't work. There's Epps again, this time in run defense. 3rd and 1, they trust Singletary, though, in the short yardage, and he pays off. He gets the first down and a little bit more. Pickup of 8 for the halfback, who's up to 52 yards today. He will check out here on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Kareem Hunt, his first of the day, but he gets knocked hard by Tyree Wilson. 2nd and goal. Singletary back in, off the naked bootleg. Phoenix fires to the end zone as a man open, but he overthrows him out of bounds. It could have been 7. Now 3rd and goal, though. Phoenix in the pocket. It's going to be Chase, and he's going to be sacked down. There's Max Crosby, the X-Factor Pro Bowler, who brings down the sack. Washington will take a 2-score lead, now 10-0. Raiders back on offense, off the play fake. Howell looks right side. This one's floated out of bounds, incomplete, and he's less than 50% so far on the day. 2nd and 10, they go play fake again. Howell takes a shot down the field, and it's incomplete. Snead there with a breakup. And the Commanders' defense holding strong today. Now face another 3rd and 10. 4-man rush for Washington. Howell just checks it down short for Mayer, and he's not going to get the first down. Where's this defense been this season? They're playing elite today. Now the 2-minute warning here in the first half, as now they had the ball, or we had the ball at the 36 of Las Vegas. There's an 8-yard angle route for Singletary, brings up 3rd and 2. Phoenix runs down some clock, doesn't want to give the Raiders back some time, but at least we get the first down, so we will keep this drive alive off of the screen to Devin Singletary. Now inside a minute, Hunt gets the carry up the middle. He's going to get a nice hole, picks up 7, makes it 2nd and 3. 35 seconds left to go. Washington still has 3 timeouts. This one's incomplete. Had Dotson, but Barton was barreling down on Phoenix. 3rd and 3 now. Short check down for Hunt. It's not going to come close to the first down marker. Raiders will call timeout, but we'll just kick the field goal, and this will give us a 13-0 lead as the kick is up and good. And we'll go to the end of the first half where the Raiders are scoreless. The defense stepping up today. Can they keep it up in the second half? We'll have to find out right after this. Again, it's Thanksgiving week here in the NFL, so a few games played on Thursday Night Football. Obviously, the traditional ones as the teams that usually play, including the Dallas Cowboys, who hosted the Eagles, and they lose 24-21. Dallas struggling so far, and they're not one of the wild card teams anymore. 6-5 for them. The Eagles move to 7-4 as they try to hold serve in the NFC East. Down in Miami, the Dolphins hosted the Steelers, and the Dolphins got smoked 49-7. This has been a disappointing year for the Dolphins. 4 interceptions for Tua Tagovailoa. Well, the Steelers just keep trucking on. Finally, in Atlanta, the Falcons playing host to the Panthers, and the Falcons pick up a win 28-25. Panthers, one of the worst teams in the NFL. The Falcons tried to keep pace with the Buccaneers, and Zach Richards got the start. Ritter hurts. How about a 3-touchdown performance for him? We'll go to our game here where the Raiders will start off with the football to begin the second half. And on first play, it's incomplete. Heavy traffic on the left side. Great coverage again by Washington. 2nd and 10, handoff Jacobs, but Forbes crashes down and stops this one in its tracks. Only 1. Now a 3rd and 9 here for the Raiders. Howell throws left side. He gets intercepted. Picked off by Jartavius Martin, and he has a clear path down the sideline for 6. A pick 6 here for Washington. And this game opens right up thanks to the defense. 20-0 or 19-0 now your scores. We'll actually go for 2. Make it a 3-touchdown game, and Singletary walks in untouched. So 21-0 now your score. The Raiders will take the field, having to do it all over again. And on the next play, Jonathan Allen's going to bring down Howell. Commanders have had pressure all day, but there's the first sack. 2nd and 21, play action again, but Drue Tranquill's not fooled. He brings down Howell. Now they face 3rd and 29 from their own 6. This half has started off horrendous for the Raiders. Howell in his own end zone doesn't get rid of the football, and he's going to be sacked for a 3rd straight time, and this is a safety. So the Commanders have a 23-0 lead, and this is the first time the offense has taken the field here in the second half. The defense responsible for 11 straight points here for Washington. Or 10, excuse me, as is a 2-point version of safety. Nonetheless, I am a math teacher. But 3rd and 1, the Commanders will move the chain, so they are firmly in the driver's seat in this one. A 3-score game out of nowhere. Next play, Dotson on the RPO, open on the right side. He's going to slip a man, and he's going to get into Raiders territory. He's having himself a heck of a day. Next play, Washington goes play fake. Penix fires left side, floats it, but Wilson, nice job in coverage, knocks that one away. 2nd 10, man in motion. It's a flip to McLaurin, who's got the sweep right side, and this is going to be a pass, and it's going to pick up 15. McLaurin's had himself a quiet day, but he hasn't really had to do much. Now to the 27, it's an RPO, and it's an interception. A big mistake for Penix. Tyree Wilson drops back into coverage. I don't think Penix expected that one at all, but he's done a very good job in that role today. So we just threw the Raiders a lifeline. They had the ball at our 49. Here's a crossing route for Mayer, but it's quickly tracked down by Davis. Now 2nd and 6. Hand off to Jacobs, and he's going to fall forward. Makes it now 3rd and 1. From the 40, they go I formation. They trust Jacobs left side. He bounced it back across the middle. Best run of the day. Josh Jacobs spun down at the 21. First down for the Raiders. 3 tight ends now here on 1st and 10. They're going to throw for it. Commanders bring pressure, and Howell can't escape it. And he actually loses 14. Montez Sweat gets in on the action. Now 3rd and 9, though, for the Raiders. 3-man rush for Washington, but Howell holds on to the football, and they don't double Allen. He just throws it to the sidelines. But the Raiders get on the board to end the 3rd quarter. 23-3 your score, but this one is a 3-score game. And the Commanders have the football to begin the 4th quarter, and they're knocking on the doorstep. 1st and goal. This one's tipped and almost intercepted. Lucky that one wasn't picked off. 2nd and goal from the 4. Handoff Singletary this time, and he's going to fall forward to the 1. Commanders really want to punch this one in. 3rd and goal, heavy formation, but the Commanders will throw, and they'll find the rookie Noah Clancy for the touchdown. The 3rd-round pick out of Oregon makes it a 4-score game, 29-3. Now off the extra point, 30-3, and this one is over. Nothing else really happened in the 4th quarter, and it ends up a 30-3 domination for the Washington Commanders. This was a, very good breath of fresh air for Washington. They actually dominated a team. I didn't have to show the 4th quarter not because we got smoked, because we smoked somebody. So that was a good change of pace. We played great football. Howell just was not good in the pocket, and I didn't change any sliders for this game. The only things I did is I used the defensive line. I played Jonathan Allen because he is our best player. And I switched the coverage adjustments so zone coverage matches instead of defaults. And I had my best defensive game, so that's something I'll continue to do. Hopefully I get more games like this, not because we won, just because, it made sense. Howell's not the best quarterback, and we were able to get pressure up front. So we'll go around the league here now in Week 12. We'll start off with the Thursday games, where this one was on Thanksgiving, and the Chargers go into Baltimore and beat the Ravens 34-28. Baltimore kind of struggling a little bit this season. They're on the outside looking in. In terms of the other Thanksgiving games, the traditional ones, the Lions, in tradition, lose on Thanksgiving 21-13 to the Chicago Bears. Now the Lions fall to under 500. They have a bye week next week, and with Love not playing as well anymore, do they finally turn it over to Cade Klubnik? And the other game we saw at the intermission, the Eagles beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys no longer in the driver's seat in the postseason, while the Eagles trying to defend their Super Bowl title. They're currently the team to beat in our division. We will see them one more time on the last week of the season. On the Sunday games, this one we saw as well. The Steelers beat the Dolphins 49-7, but I just want to talk about how bad the Dolphins have played this year. A lot of people thought they were a team that contend this year, and they could be contending for the #1 overall pick. So not ideal down there in South Beach, as they have had a lost season. Other games, the Bengals beat the Vikings 28-21. Bengals bouncing back very nicely this year. Burrow got hurt last year, and they kind of faltered. He's been healthy this year, and they're the #1 seed currently in the AFC. So Cincinnati, they're coming on strong, in the second half. Sunday Night Football, the Broncos lose 24-3 to the Bills. Again, no Shedeur Sanders for the Broncos. He might be done for the season, and it's kind of been a year to forget for Denver. So if I was them, I probably would shut him down, not risk anything. You're a bad team. Live to fight next year. And on Monday night, the Rams beat the Niners 24-17. Drake May is having a quietly good year out there in LA. He currently has the Los Angeles Rams as the #1 seed in the NFC. How about that for a turnaround? Here are your players of the week. Martin gets it thanks to his pick 6, while Prescott, despite the loss, gets it. Caleb Williams, 4 touchdown passes for the Steelers, and Ransom with the hat trick, interception, forced fumble, and a touchdown for the Jets. Next week, we will go to Seattle, but before we get there, we take our first look at the playoff picture. It's open, and then here's how the bracket looks, and it's a very interesting one. Bengals are the 1 seed, the Colts the 2, the Chargers the 3, the Patriots the 4, while your wild cards are the Bills, the Steelers, and the Jets. Despite having the #1 overall pick just a year ago, could be a wild card. On the NFC, it's even more interesting. The Rams the 1, the Buccaneers the 2, Eagles the 3, the Vikings the 4, and the Niners, Giants, and Falcons all currently the wild card teams. We still have some few weeks to play. In our next episode, we will travel to Seattle to face the 5-6 Seahawks, who are trying to hold on to their playoff chances. And honestly, I like our matchup in this one. If we can play like we did against the Raiders, there's no reason why we can't go into Seattle and beat the Seahawks. Geno Smith he's a good quarterback, but he's not an elite one. And I do believe we can get pressure on him. Maybe we can play the game a lot like we did against the Raiders. So I got some new hope for this team. Even though it's 1 win, I think we can put some more together. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.